This was the first visit for these two world champions.
To me, the Grand Canyon is probably the most legendary river. Everybody I've spoken to has been here and said, you just got to do it. If you're into kayaking, you've got to run the Grand Canyon one day.
I think the Grand Canyon is very wild. People say, well, it's wild, but you can't imagine until you're there and you see that kind of landscape. Nobody's there, so that's very special.
I don't think you can spend 18 days on a river in Europe and not see anybody other than the people who are on your trip.
My sense of peace and relaxation just grew deeper. Soon, Kirk Baker coaxed me into the double kayak for my first lesson.
Stroke stabilizes us. So the boat, instead of being just 2 feet wide, is actually 8 feet wide. We have 4 feet that we can reach on either side of our boat. Very good. Feel the flatness?
Yes.
Of the paddle now?
Yes.
Now, as we're getting close to the eddy line, we're going to let the current turn us downstream.
Okay.
And go with the flow. In other words, we're going to lean to the left a little bit. We're on the left, so we're going to lean left. And you can feel the currents pushing you now. You don't have to stroke. Feel the current pushing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the eddy. Now we're going to stay right on this eddy line, and you're going to come in the eddy, and I'm going to be out in the current. And see how it spins us around there?
Mm-hmm.
And we use the current most of the time to do our turning for us. You use your lower body, actually. Some people think it's just all upper body sport, but we use the lower body to put it up on edge like you're doing there.
You lean like you get on your edges when you're skiing.
Just like your skis, exactly. Now we're going to let the boat spin around here and feel the 2 different currents. I want you to practice your sweep on the right, forward sweep on the right side. Good. We'll help the current out here a little bit. See how fast we can spin this thing using the current with us? Now, a combination would be a backstroke on the left, backstroke on the left, forward on the right. Very good. That's hard to coordinate. You're doing great, man. You got the basics. Let's head downstream. You ready to go?
Okay.
All right. Let's go get these rapids, man.
The Little Colorado is a tributary of the main flow, but it looked plenty rough to me. The advantage of the double kayak was that I had an expert in the boat with me. His balance and skill allowed me to try out this trickiest of river crafts without any previous experience. I was impressed by the visceral sense of action and my humbling connection with the power of the river. It will be some time before anybody in their right mind turns me loose in a single kayak, but it was nice to have Kirk behind me so that I could have the illusion of being out there on my own. We paddled on, Kirk and I, and saw a lot.
Okay, guys, as we all know, we're going to run Lava Falls tomorrow. Some say the largest navigable rapid in North America. It's quoted as being a 37-foot drop. Obviously, we've amassed a few stories about this rapid, and some of them are pretty classic.
Tell us the story about the honeymoon couple, Regan.
Glenn was a newspaper writer. He wanted to write a story on the Grand Canyon and sell it to his newspaper. He married Bessie, who was the daughter of his employer. Well, when they didn't show up on time at the end, they went looking for him, and they found the boat with all of their possessions laid out on the boat, but there was never any sign of what happened to Glenn and Bessie. They just disappeared.
1984, high water years on the Grand Canyon, 38,000 cubic feet per second, which is about 5 times what we've been running. And we've got 5 canoes in the Grand Canyon trying to make the first complete descent. There had been some canoes down, but nobody had ever run all the major rapids successfully. But all the guides, everybody's telling us, wait till you get to lava. You know, that's where it really cuts the mustard.
This guy comes running down through, 2 people in the front of his boat. He goes just screaming down the right side into the V-wave. Boom! Big hit. He is blown out the back of the boat immediately. Boat comes out just frothing through the white water, down into the big, huge waves coming off the black rock. Beautiful run through lava, but the guy's got nothing to do with it. He's not even in the boat. 2 people sitting in the front, they turn around and say, hey, good run, you know. He's not there. They take a look at each other in the big double take, and oh, my God. You know, they start scrambling around, jumping in the oars, and the guy's swimming down behind the boat, and they finally got him back in the boat and actually made the eddy at the bottom. We're not looking for something like that tomorrow, are we?
Woody,
Yeah.
you been in lava?
The bottom's I mean, a tremendous, ugly eddy line. And we were in squirt boats. We all named it Chernobyl. So our basic line was just to miss that, you know. We didn't want to get nowhere near that big meltdown. So, but it'll be fun. It'll be interesting tomorrow.
How many times you got to kiss the rock tomorrow, Woody?
Well, if we carry back up, I might kiss about 4 or 5 times for good luck.
You got to kiss this anvil a mile above lava.
Yeah.
For good luck.
Before you know it, Woody will be doing it without his paddle.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Gloves.
Lava Falls, the greatest challenge, was still ahead of us. Everything till now had been a cakewalk by comparison.